Afternoon, guys. If I can please remind you to introduce yourself by name and organisation. Got mics on either side of the room. We'll set an embargo halfway through for 10:30, please.
Hi Pep, Tim from Sky Sports. Can we start with some team news? Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan and Gabriel Jesus didn't travel on Tuesday night. Will they be available this weekend? And
I don't know.
Kevin De Bruyne, how's he progressing? Is there an update there?
I don't know. We have a training in 3 hours, in 2 hours we have a training session and we will assess, we will see how they are. I don't know right now.
Is there an update on De Bruyne as well?
I don't know. No, I think he's not ready, but soon we'll be ready.
Will you look to make changes after such a demanding game on Tuesday? Is it important that you freshen the team up?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Because it was a really tough game. Champions League is always there, and after this game we have another one in 3 days in Watford, and so of course that is the toughest period, and everybody deserves to play and going to play.
Emerick Laporte has been an ever-present in the Premier League this season. He was a standout again on Tuesday night. Has he become one of your most important players this season?
Yeah, everybody's important, but if we talk about minutes played and performance, and of course it's important. Yeah, he's playing a high level.
Why do you think he's slotted in and done so well this season?
He's good, because he's a good player.
You've got a fantastic record against Bournemouth, especially at the Etihad Stadium. But Bournemouth are 8th in the table this season. Do you see them as a much improved team?
I don't care the records and the stats, especially when at the past. So the good results we had against them in Etihad stadiums, they don't allow us to start the game with three up. So new game, and what we have done these 2 days is saw the last games again with Eddie Howe team and how stable, how good team they are. So a lot of years playing together with the same manager. Every year they buy what they need, and even the results with the big teams, they didn't get results. They deserve to take results. So they are so fast in front with Wilson, with King, with Fraser, with Stanislas. So, and Brooks helps a lot make an extra pass in the middle. And they are really well organized. They can play 5 in the back, 4 in the back, in different systems. It will be a tough game tomorrow.
Pep, you set such an incredible standard so far this season in the Premier League. How difficult will it be to keep that standard throughout the festive period with so many matches, and how do you hope to achieve that?
When we are not going to able to win the games, the people are going to say we cannot keep the standards, but we are in the same level 15, 16 months. The last more than 1 year we are in that level, so I don't have any reasons to will not try, or we will not be who we are. That doesn't mean win or lose. No, because so opponents are good and everything can happen, but the way we approach the games, we did it 16 months. I don't see any signals to see we are not going to try it, we are not going to be who we are. Maybe we'll be surprised, and we're going to, if it's happened, we are going to be surprised a little bit, and we are going to correct it.
Just on Gabriel Jesus, if he is missing for this period coming up, are you confident that Sergio Aguero can play every match? Because he's been rotated quite a lot with Gabriel this season. I think he's only played midweek maybe a couple of times.
Gabriel I think we're going to see a training, but the doctor says he's much better. So, and of course he's going to play a lot of minutes, a lot of games in this period.
Thank you.
Pep, could you tell us what the situation is with Brahim Diaz, and whether he's definitely leaving the club, if he's told the club that he's leaving in the summer?
It's the same like before the last time we spoke about him, same case with Phil, and the pass with the Jadon Sancho. So I think the academy has to be so proud. That is a signal we are working the club for many years, working really well. So case of Brahim is simple. We want him. We want to extend his contract 4 or 5 years. We do absolutely everything to stay here. But what I said before is in his hands. My advice, if he doesn't want to stay, he has to leave. So it's simple. We protect him before we arrive. When in the period where we are here, the same we spoke with Jason. The same is the case from Phil, but he has to decide. So it's no more than that.
Is it a concern though that the club's invested so much in the academy? You're bringing through really, really good young players, yet 2 of them think that they're better going somewhere else.
That's what it is. Market is market. They cannot say we did absolutely everything to take care of them, him and their families, like a human beings, like a person, like a football players. It's incredible how the academy works about these guys, how they take care of them, protect them, teach them what they need to become in the highest standard for a long time ago. But at the end, they decide. So we cannot push more than we push in that case from Brahim, for example, or the other ones. How interest, how looking forward, how when they arrive, the young kids and did it. But at the end, the market is the market. The other ones also Manchester City go, for example, I don't know, in all around England to take the players. And these players is also work in other clubs. They work really well and they want to stay there. So I was in Barcelona and many players, Cesc Fabregas, for example, was in Barcelona. He want to stay here. He went to Arsenal. So it happened always, this kind of situation. What we can do is work in really well, speak with the families, speak the idea we want to do with the guys. We don't lie them. We say the truth, how complicated it is in some periods. So not how many young players with 18, 19 years old is playing the big clubs in Europe, in big clubs of the world, and playing every weekend. Maybe one, Mbappe, it happened with 18, 19 years old, but the other ones, I don't find. Silva, for example, to become who went to Eibar in second division when he was young. He was in Valencia, went to Eibar. So sometimes you need the process. Sometimes we try to speak with them about what is the intention, but at the end, they sleep on their own at home with their families and they decide, what can we do? More than we have done? No way. So the club did perfectly in all the cases. But the desire is the desire. Yeah, I understand. Maybe they visualize he is going to play and they believe another place is going to play. Yeah, maybe happen. Maybe not. So we will see.
Hola, Pep, Enric Gil, Catalunya Ràdio. This week, Sergio Busquets, the Barcelona player, has arrived at 500 games with the Barcelona shirt. He said in an interview in L'Esportiu de Catalunya that he was lucky to have worked with you, and you are the best manager, and he owes you a lot. What are your feelings about these words, and if you think he still can play a lot of more years? Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot. I was the lucky guy. So I was I would not say easy, because he played in the position when he started to play. He played in that moment that Mr. Touré is playing there, and after that he win that position in front of Touré. And that's why Touré came here to play here. But I think at the end it was not, I wouldn't say easy, but it was not complicated, because I met him because we were together the year before in the 4th division in the second team. That's why we knew with Tito perfectly his qualities, what he could do, and after that he belongs to him. What he has done in his career is because he's so clever, so good. And that's why he has to be so proud, because 500 games in Barcelona is not easy. Means consistency in playing one of the best club in the world. So that's why hopefully he can play many more years. But he's not a teenager anymore. So sooner or later will become a manager, and we'll have Busquets, we'll see in the bench.
Set the embargo for 10:30 tonight, please, guys. Can I just remind you again, please, for name and organisation.